You reach out to pet your cat. They're sitting right there, looking relaxed, maybe even purring. And then you touch the wrong spot. Suddenly, the ears go flat, the tail starts swishing, and before you even register what happened, your hand has 3 new scratches on it. Your cat is now 3 rooms away, pretending you do not exist. Sound familiar? Here is the thing most cat owners do not realize. Your cat is not being unpredictable. They are not moody. They are not mean. Every single reaction your cat has to being touched, the purring, the slow blink, the sudden bite, follows a very specific logic. A logic built deep into their biology over thousands of years. And once you understand it, you will never misread your cat again. Stay with me, because the belly is going to make a lot more sense by the end of this. If you want to understand your cat on a deeper level, subscribe to Felmo, made for people who are genuinely obsessed with their cats. Point 1. The head, cheeks, and chin. Why these are gold. Let us start with the spots your cat actually loves: the head, the cheeks, the chin. If you have ever scratched your cat behind the ears and watched them lean into your hand with their eyes half closed, you have experienced what cat behaviorists call social grooming behavior. In the wild, cats groom the heads and faces of cats they trust. They cannot reach these spots themselves easily, so being touched there by someone they feel safe with triggers a deeply hardwired positive response. But there is more to it than just comfort. Cats have scent glands concentrated in very specific areas of their face, along the cheeks, under the chin, and at the base of the ears. When your cat rubs their face against your hand while you pet them there, they are not just enjoying the sensation. They are actively scent marking you. They are mixing their scent with yours, claiming you, saying in the clearest way their biology allows, "This person is mine and I trust them completely." So when your cat closes their eyes and leans into your hand while you scratch their chin, that is not just contentment. That is one of the highest forms of trust a cat can show another living being. The base of the ears works on the same principle. Most cats respond extremely positively to gentle, circular scratching at the base of the ear, not inside the ear, never inside, but right at the point where the ear meets the head. Watch your cat's eyes when you find the right spot. They go soft. The pupils shrink slightly. The whole face relaxes. That is a cat who feels completely safe. Point 2. The back and neck. It depends. Now we move into more complicated territory. The back and the back of the neck are what behaviorists call context-dependent zones. Most cats tolerate, and many enjoy, gentle stroking along the back, from the base of the neck toward the tail. The key word is gentle. Long, slow, light strokes tend to feel calming. Short, fast, heavy strokes can quickly tip from pleasant to overstimulating. But here is what most owners miss. The back of the neck is a completely different situation. In the wild, the back of the neck is where a predator grabs prey. It is also where a dominant cat pins a submissive one during conflict. So when you reach for the back of your cat's neck, even gently, you are touching a spot that carries very specific threat associations in their nervous system. Some cats are completely fine with it. Cats who were heavily socialized as kittens and have deep trust with their owner often enjoy gentle neck scratches. But many cats, even ones who are otherwise relaxed and affectionate, will suddenly tense, flatten their ears, or pull away when touched there. They are not being difficult. Their body is responding to a threat signal that is older than their relationship with you. The rule with the back and neck is simple. Let the cat lead. If they lean in, continue. If they pull away even slightly, stop immediately and move somewhere else. Reading that signal correctly is the difference between a cat who trusts your hands and one who starts avoiding them. If this is changing how you think about your cat, hit the like button. It genuinely helps more cat owners find this information. Point 3. The base of the tail. Proceed with caution. Here is a spot that confuses almost every cat owner at some point. The base of the tail, that area right where the tail meets the back, often produces one of the strangest reactions in cats. You touch it, and your cat does something unexpected. They raise their hindquarters. They might start purring loudly. Their tail goes straight up. And then, 3 seconds later, they spin around and bite you. What on earth is happening? The base of the tail has an extremely high concentration of nerve endings. For many cats, it is intensely pleasurable to be touched there, but only up to a point. That point arrives very suddenly and with very little warning. It is essentially the cat equivalent of tickling. Pleasant at first, overwhelming almost immediately. There is also a hormonal element. The base of the tail area is connected to scent glands and is sensitive in ways that relate to mating behavior. Some cats find the stimulation confusing or uncomfortable, even when they initially seem to enjoy it. The practical advice here is straightforward. If your cat responds positively to the base of the tail, fine. But watch the signals obsessively. Tail twitching, skin rippling along the back, ears rotating backward. Any of these means stop immediately. Do not wait for the bite to tell you the session is over. Point 4. The belly, the greatest trap in the cat world. And now we arrive at the belly. Your cat rolls onto their back. They expose their stomach. They look up at you with half-closed eyes. Every instinct in your body says, that is an invitation. It is not. Or rather, it is complicated. Here is what is actually happening when a cat rolls onto their back and shows you their belly. The belly is the most vulnerable part of any animal's body. Vital organs, no bone protection, completely exposed. In the wild, showing the belly to another animal is an enormous act of trust. When your cat does it in front of you, they are not asking you to touch them there. They are showing you how safe they feel around you. It is a display of trust and comfort, not a request for a belly rub. Now, some cats do genuinely enjoy belly touching. Usually cats who were handled extensively as very young kittens, or cats with exceptionally relaxed temperaments. But the majority of cats have a reflex, called the belly grab reflex, that kicks in the moment something touches their stomach. Their back legs come up, their claws come out, and they wrap around whatever touched them before they have even consciously decided to do it. It is not aggression. It is a hardwired protective response that has kept cats alive for thousands of years. So next time your cat rolls over and shows you their belly, accept the compliment. Just do not touch it. Point 5. The paws and tail. Almost always a no. 2 more zones worth understanding quickly. The paws first. Cat paws are extraordinarily sensitive. They contain a dense concentration of nerve endings that cats use to sense texture, vibration, and temperature. They are one of the primary ways a cat experiences and interprets the world around them. Touching the paws, especially picking them up, squeezing them, or holding them still, triggers immediate discomfort in most cats. It feels vulnerable and restrictive. The exception is cats who have been gently desensitized to paw handling from a very young age, usually cats whose owners trimmed their nails regularly as kittens. If your cat pulls their paw away when you touch it, respect that immediately. Forcing paw contact does not desensitize a cat. It teaches them that your hands are something to be cautious about. The tail is even simpler. The tail is a communication tool. It is also connected to the spine. Grabbing, pulling, or even holding the tail is uncomfortable for almost every cat, regardless of how relaxed they are with you. A swishing tail, specifically, is not an invitation for interaction. It is the clearest possible signal your cat has that they are overstimulated, irritated, or uncertain. When you see the tail moving, back off. Give them space. Let them come back to you on their own terms. Point 6. The real secret: reading the signs before it goes wrong. Here is the thing nobody tells you about petting a cat. The spot matters less than the signals. Even the safest spots, the cheeks, the chin, the head, can become too much if your cat is tired, stressed, or simply not in the mood. The cats who are described as unpredictable or who bite without warning are almost always cats whose early signals were missed repeatedly. Because cats do not go from relaxed to biting in one step. They go through a sequence: skin twitching, tail flicking, ears rotating, eyes widening, body tensing slightly. Each of those is a polite request to stop. The bite only comes when all the polite requests were ignored. Learning to read those signals and stopping before your cat ever feels the need to escalate is what builds the kind of trust where your cat actively seeks out your touch instead of tolerating it. The goal is not a cat who lets you pet them. The goal is a cat who comes to you because they know your hands always feel safe. Your cat has been communicating with you about this since the first time you touched them. The lean into your hand, the slow blink, the sudden flattened ears, the belly display that was never meant to be touched. Every reaction is information, and now you have the key to reading it. Start with the cheeks and the chin. Let them lean in. Watch the tail. Respect the belly for what it actually is, a compliment, not an invitation. And the next time your cat comes and sits beside you and tilts their head toward your hand, you will know exactly what that means. They are asking. Answer carefully, and they will keep asking for the rest of their life. If you learned something new today, drop your cat's name in the comments and tell me their favorite petting spot. Let's see which zones your cats love the most. And if you want more videos about what your cat is secretly trying to tell you, make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on. Thanks for watching. Go give your cat some proper head scratches from me, and respect the belly. See you in the next one.